Okay. So before we get started here, as you can as you can notice, as you can see, I'm on the screen on your bottom left hand corner here, but I'm not moving because this is a screen recording, y'all. This video, for whatever reason, it's been taking me so long to upload it because I was unsuccessful in fixing the video, so I have to screen record the screen recording. In other words, I have to screen record the video that I made on, I think this was Monday. Yeah, yesterday. Today's Tuesday. So I'm going to screen record this, and hopefully that'll work. It should. The sound quality may not be the best, but I'll try to fix that, and I'll get this out to you guys here in a little bit. So y'all sit back, relax. Y'all can't see because I guess I could. No, I won't do that. But I've eaten a banana and tangerine this morning. I got a cup of water. Well, actually, I drunk a cup of water, but I'm about to pour up another cup of water because my brain has been working overtime. And in this video, you will see a little bit of composting my brother and my uncle did over the weekend. Shout out to those guys, Rodney and Rob. Anyways, without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Let's go.
How we doing, man? It is Monday morning. I took 2 days off, y'all. I took 2 days off from writing, but I'm going to show you what I was doing. And maybe you'll understand. Y'all hold tight. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so first thing, I think I might have stepped on this snake here. This is like a baby rattlesnake that my brother ran over with the lawnmower, and he didn't know he ran it over, and we were out there making compost. I'm gonna show you the compost in a second. And he was walking away, and he was like, "Oh!" I was like, "What?" He looked down. He said, "You must have ran this over with your truck." I was like, and then he said, "No, I think I hit it with a lawnmower because you see right here where the blades must have cut into it. There's a few cuts on it like that." But yeah, that's one. Let me play a little bit of this. Yeah, a baby rattlesnake. Let me show you another one here. All right, here's another one here, y'all. Y'all look at this. That's my truck too.
Yes, that is Bruce. That is Mr. Bruce. Bruce Lee, Bruce Wayne, Bruce Leroy, Bruce Almighty.
Film the footage, and then I'll speak on it later.
2010 Toyota Tundra. First new vehicle. 14 years old. Love him.
So what I'm about to do is I'm about to put down our first layer of water on the compost. I think I'll show you a little bit of that right now.
I love those blue pallets.
Yeah, so I'll show one more. All right, here's one more, y'all. Here's one more. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these together in one video. So these are the rough drafts. Right here.
Yo, I was looking like a bum. I'm looking at myself on this pitch on the video. I look like a homeless person, but hey, that's what I do when I work.
And so basically, what I'm doing is I'm just splashing water. That's the first layer of water on the compost. This is a fungal-dominated compost, or that's what it's intended to be. And that's coffee grounds from Starbucks on the top. And we built that whole thing. We filled up another one there on Saturday. So that's what I was doing on Saturday. And we had a good time. Me, my youngest brother, and my uncle Rob. So anyways, let's get back to the story, y'all. Let's stop procrastinating. Get back to the story. All right, so we're back. I got my number one dad cup, and I also have, if y'all can read this, my favorite kid bought me this t-shirt. I don't know who bought it, but one of them, I think it was my youngest son, but I don't know. But anyways, We're about to get juiced up with some H2O. Get the brain lubricated. Pause. Ooh, pause. Double pause. And we're gonna get going here. Let me get a little sip. I ate a lot of fruit last night, by the way. I ate 2 tangerines and 1 banana, I think. And I'm gonna have some more before I go on. So this is where we really hadn't gone over this a lot. I started to go over this last night and put the video out, but I was like, no, I did a lot of work, y'all. Y'all, when I put together that one video, put all those videos together, I have about 10. I'll put them all together, make it all pretty and packaged nice and nice thumbnail, and I'll put it out there so y'all check it out. It'll be out this sometime soon. I worked my butt off. When I say I worked so hard I'm not even sore anymore. I'm not even sore. So I worked. Last week I did a little work. The week before I did that, I did a lot of work. This weekend, oh boy, I went hard. And the weekend coming, I'll be working in my flower bed, moving all the old mulch to my latest raised bed as field dirt, and then I'm gonna
may do
top
that
it
today.
off with black cow.
May do it today.
And just black cow. But anyways, you gotta start eating right, people. You gotta start eating right. You gotta start moving, motion. Motion is key. All right, let's go.
Amen.
Hey, what are you staring at? Someone asked. Daddy, hey, Dad. Huh? Oh, nothing. Just nothing. Let me see. Oh, nothing. Oh, no. In my mind, I'm trying to figure out whether I want to put nothing or nothing. You know what I mean? That's something I have to play it by the ear, and because some people say nothing, some people say nothing. You know, some people say both. Huh? Oh, nothing. Just nothing. I'm gonna do this because I just heard that. Just nothing. Let's do this, maybe. Just nothing. Yeah. And any English people out there, English majors, English professors, English whatever. Is that correct? Just nothing. The man replied after coming back to reality. Remember, he's having this flashback of him, Suge, and Lupe, drinking the moonshine that was spiked with mushrooms, with the landslide mushrooms. And so he's coming back from reminiscing on that trip. It wasn't a great trip, which I need to emphasize how horrific that trip was. So I'm going to put a note up here. Okay, sorry about that interruption. Like I was saying, I need to put a note here. Where late hours, both Hank and Suge had gone on an adventure. Okay. So yeah, let's highlight this right here and leave a note. Let's put a note here. And what I'm going to say is,
I just want to pause it right here to say that I'm noticing that because you guys, you may have forgotten that I'm even here in the future, I guess. But I just want to say that, all things happen for a reason. And I think this video, made this video being messed up like this, me recording a recording, I'm looking at it from another perspective. I'm looking at the story and how I'm conveying the story, how I am editing the story. And I think it happened for a reason. Maybe I'll do this again. We'll see. But anyways, let's get back to it.
Describe the trip in more detail. Yeah, that's what I put. Describe the trip in more detail. All right, so we won't worry about that. We'll come back to that. Also, if you guys have been following me, and I'm sorry I'm speaking too much, not I'm speaking so much, but I need to go back to the beginning of the story. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Jacob drinking on this fancy little, it's kind of sort of warm, right? Yes, I think I described it as being warm. So Jacob has a little, like a thermos, what do you call it? A little Yeti thermos, a thermos that he's drinking that he likes. He's a little boy, little boys and girls get attached to certain things, and he's attached to this, and he's drinking this Kool-Aid or whatever it is. But unbeknownst to him and everybody else, that Kool-Aid has this stuff in it. It has that stuff in it. And then, I won't say that in the beginning. I won't say that. So the first time reading this, and if you're not listening to me right now, you won't know that Jacob is sipping on the concoction, the mixture. A little bit, not a lot. Somehow it got in his thermos. Somehow the stuff that his dad Henry and Suge and Lupe tripped on, the full, undiluted version of it. Jacob got a little bit in his thermos. Maybe Jacob is maybe he's a curious little boy and he wanted to drink. Somehow he got it. I don't even know how it is yet. But if you guys remember, I have a note up here about him, about describing. Let's see, it may be right here. Do more research on this landslide mushrooms. So let's look at the note. Hint at the spirit thing on the water somewhere in here. Also have Jacob hint about the need of a dog. So we'll make some magic there. You guys, I wish you guys start leaving comments so you can remind me of certain things. I'm really hoping for your participation. But yeah. So we're gonna go back maybe tomorrow, not today. Don't worry. We're gonna go back and have Jacob sipping on his thermos, his little thermos. What little coolness is? It's warm, so he's sipping on a little thermos, green palm. Okay. Now let's go back down to here. Like I said, I can remember it. I'm not gonna worry about forgetting that part because it's gonna be very important and very pivotal. Okay. Hey, what are you staring at? Someone asked. Daddy, hey, Dad. Huh? Oh, nothing, just nothing, the man replied after coming back to reality. Now be careful with that bucket and rod so they don't brush up against the bushes. Just try to be quiet, said Henry. Shortly after continuing on through the thick green wall of vegetation, Henry gave young Jacob the sign to stop. Okay, shortly after continuing on through the thick green wall of vegetation. Okay. Shortly after continuing on through the thick green wall of vegetation, the sun carefully following, goodness gracious, I can't, in his father's, this following behind his father. Shortly after continuing through the thick green wall of vegetation, the son carefully following behind his father, Henry gave young Jacob the sign to stop. Turning to face his son, the man whispered, "Gator in the pond." He pointed to a section next to the path they were on. He pointed to a section I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. He pointed to a section near to Okay, he pointed to a section next to the path that they were on. Okay, that's fine. The ground showed a fresh trail of mud. The grass was pushed down and still wet from the heavy body of whatever aquatic animal that had gone across. It had been the same spot Suge said he'd seen a young alligator sunbathing the week prior. Going to one knee, the man signaled for his son to come closer. But Daddy, if the trail is wet still, wouldn't that mean the gator is out of the water? Asked the boy. The father smiled at his son as a feeling of pride came over him that only a father could know. Jacob was a straight A student whose biggest issue in school was being a disturbing element. Is what the note had read. Next to other words from Mrs. Hughes, Jacob's science teacher requesting a meeting with the parents. Throughout the school year, he'd often get letters sent home by agitated teachers complimenting the parents on a job well done, but also complaining about how the boy insisted on asking questions that came at various times and long after the lesson had changed. Mainly, the issue was that the questions went too in depth. And more than once, he'd call the teacher out on a contradiction, like when Mrs. Hughes wore a gold cross around her neck, but taught so passionately about how man came from monkeys and how the universe was formed by some huge random explosion. Coincidentally, the fishing trip they'd finally gotten around to had been postponed due to an incident that occurred just before school ended for summer break. He'd been placed on punishment after his parents had to meet with his teachers and the school principal after Jacob asked publicly if she believed in God. I'm going to say Jesus right here. So we made a little. All right. Yes, you do have a point, son. But if you stop overthinking it, you'll see how I know she's back in the water, said Henry before pointing to a section surrounded by briars where a bundle of leathery eggs were all grouped together. Daddy, those are... Yep. Now let's keep moving and keep your voice down before that mama come to see who's bothering her nest. Okay, I'll be extra quiet. I'll be so quiet you'll think that I left and went back home, but I'll still be right behind you. I'll be like a soldier moving through the... Boy, hush. I get the point. Just look at the water for anything floating on the top, like a log or something. All right, so we made some leeway. And, I apologize because right now, this is all, I won't say new territory to me, but it's I hadn't been this far down in the story in, like, I don't even know how long, like 2 years, I don't even know, a year. So I'm reading, and at the same time, I'm let's make all of this red.
Man, y'all apologize. My stomach is growling, but I'm realizing that I think this particular episode, I'm not gonna add the music because I think this is a point in the story where a lot is being said, and I don't want the viewer to be distracted. So I'm not gonna add music to this. Y'all just gonna have to deal with my stomach growling.
I'm reading at the same time. I'm double, triple checking myself. I'm editing. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm having flashbacks of because this actually happened to me when I was a little boy. I asked my science teacher, and her name was Miss Hughes. For all the people that went to school with me, I asked her one time. I said, "Do you believe in God?" And she didn't like that very much. I think I was about maybe 12 years old, 13, I think. So this is actually something that happened to me because I was wondering. Because I studied with Jehovah's Witnesses, like me and my brothers and my little sister. I think she might have been too young. She couldn't read, but she would sit in. And every Tuesday, Janet and Matthew, man, shout out to Janet and Matthew, the two Jehovah's Witnesses used to come out. They used to take us to the Kingdom Hall. Plus, I went to church. We used to go to church, and so, anyways, I was actually a deacon in the church when I was about 10 years old. Don't ask me any questions about the Bible, though. I know a few things about the Bible, but so I asked my teacher, did she believe in God? So I wanted to make Jacob. I want to make Jacob a inquisitive little boy, but also a not so well reserved. I don't want him to be like one of the nice, polite, really. So you can pretty much imagine how he got the drink now in his cup because he's curious about things. So that's how he got the drink in the cup. Now, but I'm gonna have to go back and make it known that he's sipping on something. So I might go there tomorrow. I need you guys to remind me. We're gonna stop it right here. I need some comments. I need some feedback. As you can see, the story is developing. It is moving forward. This is not going to be a very long book, but by this time next year, I should have a good understanding of not a good understanding. By this time next year, I should have an actual book. A book. Yeah, definitely a book by this time next year. But it's this process of going through and combing through everything. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it right here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Leave comments. Tell me what you think about the story so far. If you're just now watching this for the first time, go back to video number 1. It's very boring, but it's something to put in your ears, whatever, while you're cooking or whatever, and just to figure out, okay, I see where this is going now. Sounds like a plan. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm asking you guys to participate. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Hit that like, leave a comment, share, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the notification bell. Till next time, I'm out.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hopefully it came out decent, and I'm going to post this. And then I'm going to get started on the next video. Y'all, this is, I'll just say this just to make it quick. When you are actively in motion, that's that word motion again, pursuing your goal in everything, you're going to have obstacles. You're going to be faced with certain barriers that just pop up, and you got to be able to maneuver, jump over, go under, go around, go through whatever that obstacle is. And this video here was my biggest test so far, but hopefully it came out, decent. Again, y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, comment, man. I really appreciate the views. And I'm waiting on the comments to start coming in. So whenever y'all feel like saying something, go ahead. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Thank y'all for stopping by again. I got to go ahead and water my garden, then I got to come back upstairs and get started on the next video. Till next time, hit that like, leave a comment, subscribe, notification bell, share, all that good stuff. I'm out.